Dibre, haYamim Bête, chapter 26. And all the people of Yehuda took Uzziyahu, who was 16 years old, and set him up to reign instead of his father Amaziah. He built Eloth and restored it to Yehuda, after the sovereign slept with his fathers. Uzziyahu was 16 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Yeshayah of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of Yahweh, according to all that his father Amaziah did. And he sought Elohim in the days of Zechariah, who had understanding in the visions of Elohim. And while he sought Yahweh, Elohim made him prosper. And he went out and fought against the Philistines, and broke down the wall of Gath, and the wall of Yavne, and the wall of Ashdod, and built cities around Ashdod and among the Philistines. And Elohim helped him against the Philistines and against the Arabians, who lived in Gur Baal, and the Meunites. And the Ammonites gave gifts to Uzziyahu, and his name spread as far as the entrance of Mitzrayim, for he strengthened himself greatly. And Uzziyahu built towers in Jerusalem at the corner gate, and at the valley gate, and at the corner buttress, and strengthened them. And he built towers in the wilderness, and dug many wells, for he had much livestock, both in the low country and in the plain, farmers and vine dressers in the mountains and in Carmel, for he loved the soil. And Uzziah had an army of fighting men who went out to battle by divisions, according to the number of their roll, as prepared by Yehiel the scribe, and Maaseiah the officer, under the hand of Hananiah, one of the sovereign's commanders. The total number of the clan chiefs of the mighty brave ones was 2,600. And under their hand was an army of 307,500 that fought with mighty power to help the sovereign against the enemy. And Uzziyahu prepared for them, for the entire army, shields and spears and helmets and body armor and bows and slingstones. And he made machines in Jerusalem, devised by skilled men, to be on the towers and the corners, to shoot arrows and large stones. And his name spread far and wide, for he was marvelously helped till he became strong. But when he became strong, his heart was lifted up to his destruction, for he trespassed against Yahweh his Elohim, by entering the Hechal of Yahweh, to burn incense on the slaughter place of incense. And Azariah the priest went in after him, and with him were 80 priests of Yahweh, who were brave men. And they stood up against sovereign Uzziyahu, and said to him, It is not for you, Uzziyahu, to burn incense to Yahweh, but for the priests, the sons of Aharon, who are set apart to burn incense. Get out of the set apart place, for you have trespassed, and there is no esteem to you from Yahweh Elohim. And Uzziyahu was wroth, and he had a censer in his hand to burn incense. And while he was wroth with the priests, leprosy broke out on his forehead, before the priests in the house of Yahweh beside the incense slaughter place. And Azariah the chief priest and all the priests looked at him, and saw that he was leprous on his forehead. And they hurried him from there, and he also hurried to get out, because Yahweh had struck him. And sovereign Uzziyahu was a leper until the day of his death, and dwelt in a separate house, because he was a leper, for he was cut off from the house of Yahweh. And Jotham his son was over the sovereign's house, ruling the people of the land. And the rest of the acts of Uzziyahu, from the first to the last, the prophet Yeshayahu, the son of Amoz, wrote. So Uzziyahu slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the field of the burial place which belonged to the sovereigns, for they said, He is a leper, and Jotham his son reigned in his place.